It is cold out here this morning. Ice on everything. So I think it's 20 degrees. Our real field down near 15 maybe, but these guys got to go from our front yard. So as you can see, they knocked over their water. We're gonna run them ahead of the girls over in the brambles back behind me. So I move their shelter over, move their feeder over, get it filled. I have to build another water out of this barrel that I thought was behind me, but it's not. Yeah, barrel's over there. So Riley, so I got to build that water, and then we're gonna pick them up, move them over to the brambles, and get them started. So I'm gonna try to stay busy because it's cold this morning. All right, so this little 5-gallon bucket feeder works pretty good for them when they're real small, but it's kind of a pain in the butt out in the woods. So I gotta put together this 55. Actually, it's a 60-gallon one, so that it's a little bit easier to do chores. You don't have to fill up water twice a day. Probably should have done this before it froze. Might have been slightly easier. All right, so I drilled the 1.5-inch hole in this one. This right here. These things are a little bit of a pain in the butt to get started because 1.5-inch hole is slightly too small. These are old pickle barrels, so we washed them out pretty good, but they still smell a little bit like pickles. So I'm gonna toss this out there, try to thaw out my hoses, or I think I might have one hose in the camper that's not frozen solid. So I'll try that one, and then get this filled up, move the shelter over, move the feeder over, fill the feeder, and then when Tina comes out, we'll pick up the pigs and move them over. So. All right, water's done. 22 minutes, I think it took me. So that's why I'll be using the pump. Back and forth and back and forth. Luckily this paddock is kind of close, so it's not too bad. But if I had to do this up in the woods, I would get a little tiring. So we'll move the shelter over and then the feeder, fill it up, and then we'll put those boys to work. All right, so today's day, well, yesterday was 12 full days, kind of. Crispy was in here Saturday afternoon, a week and a half ago. So not quite 12 full days, but today would be day 13. So they haven't done too much. They rooted up a little bit. Crispy obviously roots up way more than Red, but we didn't want them to do too much damage to this. It's right outside of our camper. So we'll rake up all this straw and put it in the compost, and then we'll just mow over here and it should grow back stronger. Tina, hold on. Let me get Crispy. So somebody told us on one of our videos not to carry, they were a vet I guess, and they told us not to carry them by their back legs because it's not good for them. So I don't know how you do that with a heavier pig, but right now we can do it because they're not that big. have to unplug it and bring it over.
Yeah.
All right, so we got them in. And they just go right back to rooting up. So the girls are close by. They're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Little do they know, we got them a boyfriend. So Tina's gonna grab the charger. We'll get that thing on. We're gonna have to swap out the batteries because in this area, as you can see, the sun's over there. It doesn't get a ton of sunlight in the winter. Just the sun doesn't get above those trees. So we have an extra battery. We'll just have to swap it out every day to keep this fence real hot for them. The girls, I've left that fence off for a couple days. They don't really test it, so there's nothing to worry about with them, but I'll swap out their charger too. All right, fence is hooked up, and of course, now that the fence is hooked up, neither one of them wants anything to do with the girls. So Maple was kind of curious. Apple's over there eating. She don't care. So we'll put some straw in there in their little hut. We don't do this with the girls. They kind of make their own, but being that the boys are small, I'm sure they could figure it out, but we're just being nice to them right now. So we'll put a little straw in there, and then gradually we'll just decrease how much straw we put in there, and then they can get their own grasses and stuff. But being that they're so small, kind of want to help them out a little bit. You can do it. You're a weirdo. All right, so boys are good. They got straw. Maple's still a little curious. One of them hit the fence, just like I hit the fence, and it's hitting pretty hard. My arms are still a little tingly, probably 10. So we'll leave them be. They're gonna be in here for, we'll leave them in here for probably 6 days, and then we're just gonna move the girls into this paddock too. We don't have enough energizers, and we don't have enough fence. We have 6 lengths of fence, so we could do 3 paddocks, but we don't have enough space at the front where we're trying to keep the pigs right now to just keep the boys in separate paddocks. So we're just gonna put the boys in for 6 days. They're not gonna do hardly any damage. Then the girls will go in for 6 days, and we'll just keep leapfrogging the paddocks that way. And then I think up here we've gone through 3 paddocks. This is the 5th paddock in this area, and I think we had 20 paddocks,
or just under.
Yeah, 16 or 20. Yeah. I can't, it depends how far forward we're trying to leave, like 40 feet from the road of brambles for now. So this is about 16 or 20 paddocks, which should be about, it's about 150 days up here. So but we've already started that. So once Crispy's old enough to breed, hopefully by April, beginning of April, to move them up to the woods. So I got basically 4 months to get that area cleared, and then we'll put Crispy in, put the girls in with Crispy, and then Red will go in his own paddock, and we may have more pigs by that point. We may get some 3-month-old feeders. I think my parents want some, and maybe my brother. So we're gonna raise a few pigs for other people. So they'll go in with Red, and then we'll just raise them out for meat all you can eat. And Crispy will get all you can eat as well for a while until he gets bigger, so that he's not so small with the girls. But I'm sure once he's of age, he's gonna shoot a shot no matter what. So the girls are still getting limited, and they're pretty good size. So you can see there how much bigger, how much bigger they are. So anyway, that's where we'll leave this video. Another shorter one, but I wanted to get them moved and figured we'd record it. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye. Bye.